Hello, future friends. Welcome back to my channel. Lady Neve here, and I'm back to show you what we've done so far. I know the last video did get a bit cut off at the end. I'm still trying to learn how to video edit. So to be honest, I haven't really been doing much editing of the videos, so I apologize. Hopefully, I'll eventually get better at it as I continue creating videos, but for now, yeah, we work with what we have. So I did not get to show you exactly how the build went. I went through quite a bit of hijinks. I ended up having to really mess around trying to figure out how to move Levi in, but now I'm finally successful, so I thought we'll just do a tour. Some of this you will probably see and be familiar with from the last video, but some may be new to you. Okay, so let's just start with the hallway. So I have well, actually, before we start with the hallway, let's start with the exterior. So not much has changed with the exterior. We do have his little platform oasis, where he has few of his knitting projects there. He has a chair to sit in, a little fire pit if he wants to cook, and then we have a cooler that basically he can have food in, and a basket of plates, etc. So it's actually a pretty decent spot for parties and things like that. And then he has a little thing here to toss horseshoes in. So this was not made by the owner or by the previous owner. This is something basically Levi DIY'd because it's something that he had when he was in Finchwick, and he kind of enjoyed it. It was also one of his grandmother's favorite thing to do, because it really reminded his grandmother of when she had a horse farm with her husband, and so lots of fond memories. So yeah, so the two of them would play this because it's not a very physically demanding game, so it's a great way for him to remember his grandma, and it's not something that takes up huge amounts of space. And here we have a collection of plants that he enjoys, including a collection of little knitting stuff, that he's done. And yeah, so these are some of the things he'll be selling. As part of how he makes money. And then we have stairs here going down. Here we have a collection of plants that are, I was wondering what kind of plants, and then I found these, and I think they suit this area very well. They are, give a bit of that desert feel without, and then still the unique pops of color make them look a bit like alien plants. And then we have his shed here. So for his llama, I have completely forgotten the name of the llama, which is why I keep calling it the llama. Oh, hold on, there's something odd happening. Okay, yeah, there, I fixed that bush. But yeah, so I think we'll name his llama Buttons. And yeah, so we still need to buy buttons, but we should have enough money to buy him, and that shouldn't be a problem. And as you can see, there's a little walkway, so from his front door to the shed, and he has a little knitted mail cozy here. Okay, so yeah, pretty fun. And then he has some flowers. So the area is fairly well manicured. That's not him, that's the previous owner. And so he basically just keeps it, he just maintains it. But as you can see, he does have a fondness for wildflowers, so there's some areas where he seeded the wildflowers, and then in the shed area he kind of made it a little bit messier. You can see there's some muddier spots, and I think that is a great look because it is an animal shed, so ideally it shouldn't look as manicured as the rest. Okay, so now let's visit the interior. So here's his skylight, which gives you a nice view of the interior of his house. I've fallen in love with the skylights. I am going to see if I can add them to future builds. But yeah, so let's just have the walls partially showing. So yeah, there's his windows. So here's a collection of shadow boxes. I never saw this before. I don't know exactly which build they come from, but they look amazing. And I think this is something that, Levi will have fun with, wherein, as I've mentioned previously, he is the kind of guy who likes curios and likes weird little things, and he is fairly handy, so I can see him having finding a collection of these old little tools and then putting them in handmade boxes. And then here, oh, hold on, there's something funny going on with the bushes. Let me just move these bushes forward because they're clipping into the wall. Okay, yeah. So then here's his little gardening tool kit. Here's his little hanger. And there's the planters, a little few more planters. And then on the other side of the wall, on the other wall, we have a crate of goods here, primarily his groceries, and other stuff that he bought at like the hardware store and everything. So including this. Then we have a collection of shoes, and then so these little wall shelves were set up by the previous owner, but he's just put some little knickknacks on it. And here we have a little bookcase. I know the bookcase is clipping. Okay, so let's just see if I can just, oh, hold on, what did I just do? Let me just see if I can just move it so let's just move. Oh, okay, hold on. This is why I prefer when I'm editing to have all the walls up, because the walls start to show up willy-nilly and it drives me up the wall. Okay, there. Okay, so hopefully, yes, there. So no more clipping, I think. There. Okay, okay. Okay, yes. Okay, no more clipping. Yeah, and then a few more of his handmade knitted projects, something kind of cute, adds interest. And then we have a little, some interesting little carpets he has going. And then here's his living room. So he has some movie posters from his favorite movies. This is more his grandma's favorite movie than his favorite movies. He is more into kind of like goofy sci-fi, goofy horror, like I guess the B movies, wherein he can just watch them and just have find them hilariously bad. And then this is like a shelf of all like just regular stuff that he might need for gardening or just handiwork. And then he has a coffee table here with a little jar. So the jar is a bit mysterious, but I think it's probably just cookies. And then a small few CD collection here, and then a little old-fashioned radio gramophone thing. He has a little tray here for a book and for his tea, a little pencil holder, his computer, and another plant. And this is really a desk where he can store some of his knitted goods. Oh yes, I forgot to actually add a little knit thing here. So I should put a little knitting, not the almanac, but the basket that he needs for knitting. Where is that? I just... Yeah, so he has a super stash basket because obviously he's a hardcore knitter. So we'll just put it here and then we'll have him pick it up. So that, and then for the cross stitch, the same thing. We'll just have, actually for the cross stitch, I wonder if I should just have him have a hoop. Okay, so cross stitch, hoop, and let's just have him with a medium hoop. And we'll just, yeah, just have him pick that up as well so that it's, it's in his inventory. And then a guitar. So yeah, so we'll also have him pick this up too. Yeah, so yeah, they're kind of littering all over the place, but he'll just pick those up. Okay, so that, yeah, because otherwise that's the place where he'll be eating. Yeah, so those are his knitting supplies, and then he will be selling some of those things up. He still has some savings left from the sale. I know, after buying this lot, so he's not, he can get away with a few weeks. Well, I think depending on his bills, this is probably about a couple months. Although in Sims 4, a week is basically a month is basically 1 week. So that should tide him over for a bit, and hopefully we'll get him knitting so he can start selling stuff. I do not know. I know in cottage living there's errands. So I don't know if there's errands that he can do. Really the big thing is with regards to food. Food doesn't need to be super expensive. It's really his electrical bill that is, really expensive. So hopefully we'll be able to um, somehow figure out a way to make that cheaper, or just be able to figure out a way to make that survive. Otherwise, he'll end up selling some of the things here to make a living. Okay, and yeah, and then there's his bathroom. So just a fairly basic bathroom. We did put a window there and some blinds for privacy purposes. And then he has some of the laundry kit here. He has a towel, and he has his bathtub. Um, so I've kind of just decided to leave the walls without any kind of dirty smudge. I feel like these walls are like he would have painted these, so he would have painted them. With regards to the wallpaper here, maybe we should put a little bit of kind of like the dirty grunge thing going, primarily because I don't it's such an old-fashioned style wallpaper that I feel like he probably did not put it himself. So I think I'm just going to add some kind of like, not, yeah, so just little shades of dirt to add some visual interest. And then, yeah, and then as you can see, so yeah, so some of these paintings are, his favorite movies or favorite books, and some he picked up from garage sale. Yeah, so these are some of the things he picked up. Not necessarily his toys from when he was young, but things he picked up from the garage sale. This armadillo was left behind by the previous owner. And then here's his clothes, okay, and then a full-length mirror. And then these are some of the paperwork that he maintains as a business owner, and also, as handling the estate from the death of his grandmother. And then these are just some of the stuff that he has that he couldn't really be bothered to unpack, so he just put it in a bin. And yeah, so I think we are ready to do a let's play. Yeah, so let us just save this lot to in case we need to have it again in a future game, or if something goes wrong. And then we will get started. So yeah, so there it is. I did have to delete the previous save, so we will encounter the welcome wagon again, just because. So, yeah, so I'm going to have him purchase his llama buttons. So yeah, so let's have buttons, and here's our llama. And let's just name him buttons. And let's just name the animal shed Codsworth Castle. Feel like that will appeal to his sense of humor. And let's feed Buttons. Let's clean him. And let's socialize with him. So let's smother him with love because Levi has missed his dear pet. And then afterwards, do I not have a fence? Okay. Yeah, it's kind of odd because of how Sims 4 is set up. I cannot actually enclose this part. So, yeah, so hopefully Buttons does not wander out. It just won't let me enclose it because it's basically on the background. It's basically on the boundary. So anyway, we'll just see how that goes. And what's he doing now? Okay, he's brewing tea. Okay, and if he does spend all his time brewing tea, I will sell that tea. If he doesn't, if he keeps brewing without actually eating, without actually sleeping, I should say. And let us just go knit. So let's knit. Um, so let's knit animal. Ooh, that was expensive. Okay, so yeah, so let's have him knitting and let's have him listening to music. I said, what kind of music did I have him play? I said alternative, I think. So let's just have him playing alternative music. And let's just speed up time. Yeah. Let's take a look at some of the things we have to do. So, talk about Strangerville with 5 Sims by Curio. Examine the sealed door at the secret lab. Yeah, so that's something we will work on while his hygiene is going down. See, I feel like they're like, why is hygiene going down? You know, I could see it going down earlier when he was dealing with Buttons, but he really shouldn't be. He shouldn't have his thing going down when he's just sitting in his. Oh, okay. It did. It stopped going down. Okay, good. I was like, it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make logical sense. And what we're going to do is we're going to just spend some time cooking. We are going to cook. So he is not necessarily the healthiest eater, but he's also not terrible at it either. So, because he is, because he does like, he is with his grandma. He was the one responsible for cooking for his grandma. So, um, yeah, so he would not do, like, his grandma would not let him just like have terrible takeout food. Um, and even if it is takeout food, he'll try to see if he can have a mix of vegetables, etc. Yeah, so well, we're getting quite a few. Let's take a look. Let's just do this as a pot. Let's just slow down and let's say creative lesson. Levi is creative. Inspiration comes to creative Sims often, but if creative activities are ignored, their emotions will suffer. This is not likely to happen because he needs to make a lot of projects. So, okay, right now he's feeling inspired with his knitting. So let us go knit again and let's keep knitting. Let us knit, maybe let's knit beanies. Let's knit a teal and yellow one. Okay, why is okay? Actually, I thought that cost a lot of money, but actually no, that was pretty good. And okay, yeah, he put away the food. Yeah, so we have a knitting project that's been completed. He's now a knitting level 2. He can now knit socks. Excellent. Knitting project completed, acquired the knitting skill. Excellent. So animal enthusiast. Yeah, and then unlock the recipe for friendly treats. I should probably see if I can have him cook friendly treats. What's this one? So grab a drink. Okay, that's fine. More choices. Create animal treats. Okay, I need fruit and veggies. Let's see if I can order a delivery. Order a delivery, and let's say groceries, and let's order a couple of fruits. Ooh, we have a baking book here, so let's see if we can order that. What's a couple of cheap fruits and bottle of milk? Actually, we won't go too much into the fruit until we get the baking, because I don't want to spend too much time, too much money, and then finding out later that I was using the wrong recipes or buying the wrong things. So let's just buy some vegetables that he can use for his cooking. Um, yeah, like the small aubergine. So let's see if we can have 5 of those. Really for the treats, actually. It's for the treats. And maybe 5 of the pumpkins. So nothing. Okay, and let's just stick with those. And let's just speed things up. Okay, and what I'm going to do as well is, while he's knitting, I'm going to set these. Okay, I'm going to list on Plopsy. Oh no, it's poor. Sorry. Because, it's a beginner. But, oh well, let's just work with what we have. Why do we have so many drinks? Okay, so okay, so maybe we can put that up again as well. I'm just about ready to sell it. He keeps saying bleh, but he keeps making it. Okay, you know what? I am going to sell this coffee machine, or this tea machine, because it seems to be causing havoc. And yeah, so I always put these little spice racks, but I feel like they don't really do anything, so maybe I should stop putting them there. Okay, so I think, yeah, so anyway, let's sell that. And yeah. Okay, and let's see what he's done so far. Okay, and maybe take a bath. And we are going to go outside. And let's take a look at our bills. What is our bills? 969. Okay, let's sell them. Okay. Then after he's taken a shower, let's take a look at what's happening. So let's take a picture of this bizarre plant. I wonder if we can uproot it. Oh yes, I forgot to put a trash can. Okay, I should put a little trash can both inside and outside his house. So, where can I have room to put a trash can, actually, now that I think about it? by the fire extinguisher. So let's just get a trash can. Okay, and then we'll have the big one, the big bin one, just here. Okay, there. Okay, and so while he's doing that, let's just explore ahead of him and see what is there. Maybe see if we can visit. Where are all the people? I always struggle finding collectibles because I find it really hard. Like, it took me a while to figure out how to find them. And even now, I struggle seeing them. So, very interesting. Okay, I think we might have to go to the map. So let's just go to the map and and maybe go to the bar. The bars are usually the fastest way to meet like people, and one of his requirements is to meet 5 people and chat them up about Strangerville. So yeah, so he, like I said, he's a bit of a loner, but not too much of a loner. He does like talking to other people. It's just that he just is a bit wary of other people. So let's just take a look. Oh, there's this dude here, and he seems to be okay. So let's do a friendly introduction with him, and let's talk about Strangerville. And let me just see, why is the game option, why is the audio so... Okay.
We sit in a row.
Oh, Sir Pava.
Oh, Gosha.
Ooh.
Oh, so who is this dude?
Oh,
He
let's
works
see.
at the secret
drip.
lab. Okay. Oh, and he's flirty. Okay, so yeah, I do have Levi being gay.
Nova.
So I guess this dude has a pretty good gaydar.
Chibi.
Yips, yips.
Oh, nay. Propria bosa. Fimems.
He does have a
Umfra
nice
never
voice,
hana.
actually. So let's talk a
Kaizen.
little bit about interest.
Uspa.
Quas?
Akrebasu.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Madei. Sinead.
Wibasuk.
Soy.
Oh.
Hijerdube.
Jasasuna?
Emba. Pigushim.
So I guess if I do the introduction, I cannot really... Let's see if I can talk Strangerville with them.
Emka Floof.
Narble.
Rena.
Levar Samzo.
Ooh, conspiracy theorists around here believe the military is behind some kind of cover-up. Interesting. Oh, there's a grumpy old dude there. Oh, there's Meredith Rothwell. Let's see what kind of things we can hear from them.
Pej, Lika. Oh, Busterbud. Verpasa Esenoi. Trofa. Bahushu Foibi.
Ooh, a lot of the guys are flirty, so I'm guessing, yeah. He says, you should really check out that secret lab. I hear there are strange things going out there. You should be able to sneak in through the back gate. Interesting. Who's this dude again?
What's up, dear?
Where's all their
Bob Joy.
names? Okay, so scientists. So yeah.
Emka Floof.
Oh, Batessa.
Rena. Arvini.
The implications of what we've discovered in the crater are astounding. I mean, the secret lab is totally boring and not worth even thinking about. Oh, sure, dude. Sure, Colton. A little late now. So, let's try to see if we can find other people that we can talk to. And let's just lower down the roof. Wow, tons of people. Okay, so here's some military personnel. Let's see. Ooh, Mortimer Goth. Okay.
Ah, and Bobby.
Oh, Gosha.
Oh, and here's another military personnel. Ooh, flirty, flirty people. So many flirty people. Okay. Okay, what are we? Okay, so let's listen to let's listen to retro and let's just speed that up and let's go dance. So Strangerville is a lovely town and I hope you enjoy yourself. Oh, Levi! Oh my gosh. I kind of wish I have that kind of, I guess, self-assuredness, self-confidence, wherein he can just start dancing, even though it's strange. And let's switch to cottagecore. So I'm just trying to see if I can get his cottagecore is actually kind of nice, yeah. Ooh, he's discovered the Tetra from Finn. Okay, let's brighten his day. Oh, and let's select the romantic one. Romance, where's the romance? Okay. And he is being focused. Okay, let's see if we can drink something from the bar. Let's do sweet and spicy. And what time is it? Okay, it's 10 p.m. So we'll just go and have something from the bar. I do love how the bartender actually makes drinks. You know, I know there's a lot of people that complain about not Strangerville, about Sims 4, but I have to admit, like, parts of what they've done well, they really did do well. Like, there's a lot of little details that other games that I've played haven't really gone to that extent. Like, you know, oh, he's needing to go to the washroom. Is there a toilet? I love how they have these funny little walks. Oh, he kicked her out. Good. That is so funny. Well, of course you have to kick her out. Okay. And now let's just go home. I think it's now time to go home. So yeah, oh yeah, there's the Finchwick Chicken Fair, etc. Garden Fair. So pretty much the only thing we'll really pay attention to is the llama fair. Because we don't really have any things there. So yeah, so he's just going home now. Let's just follow him with the camera. There he is, jogging. And he's hungry and his energy is low. Luckily, we have food that was set up already, so he can just eat and then go to sleep. And that'll be it for today's Let's Play. And then when we set him up the next day, he'll be able to just... we'll start exploring that secret door. Okay, where did the food go? Did he actually put it away? Okay, it looked like he did put it away. So let's just see. Should be able to get leftovers. And then he should just be able to fall asleep. So we can just speed up that process. And he can just munch, munch, munch.
Oh, Cardool.
He doesn't even need to clean that up right away. He can just go and sleep. And so thank you everybody for staying with me through this Let's Play, and hopefully you've been enjoying watching Levi getting used to the world of Strangerville, and we'll see what else we can find in the next next Let's Play. Okay? See you next time.